One person is dead and at least 29 others, including children as young as 6 years old, are hurt after a shooting at the Kansas City Chiefs Super Bowl parade today.
This happened around 12:30 our time this afternoon in downtown Kansas City as the parade was ending. CBS 8's Jesse Pagan has been monitoring the situation as it has been unfolding all afternoon. Jesse, just so terrible.
Yeah, guys, and now, as you can imagine, a lot of people after the, trauma of being there this afternoon starting to talk, including the NFL, Patrick Mahomes, Travis Kelce, of course. All the other Kansas City Chiefs players and coaches were at the parade, along with about 1 million other people lining the streets of downtown Kansas City. Meantime, the investigation, of course, is unfolding as Kansas City police have 3 people in custody for questioning.
Happy cheering with stars on the streets. Turning to screaming and running as bullets flew at the parade celebrating the Kansas City Chiefs Super Bowl win today.
We're from Kansas City, but we flew in yesterday from New Hampshire just for the parade, and we were headed back to the direction where the Uber had dropped us off when all of a sudden people started crushing forward.
Kansas City's police chief says this all happened around 2:30 this afternoon local time on the west side of Union Station, which is a train station in downtown Kansas City and where the parade route ended.
I'm angry at what happened today. Because of bad actors, which were very few, this tragedy occurred, even in the presence of uniformed law enforcement officers who again ran towards them and took them into custody.
Chief Graves says more than 800 law enforcement officers and personnel were working the parade. She says many of them are detectives who are now working the investigation. Kansas City's mayor, Missouri's governor, and Kansas's governor confirmed they were all there at the parade and were able to get to safety. Mayor Quinton Lucas saying he wasn't going to get into a gun debate, but underscored how upset he is.
Parades, rallies, schools, movies, it seems like almost nothing is safe. And we had hundreds of law enforcement there working hard today.
The Chiefs also confirm all players, coaches, and staff are safe and accounted for. In a statement, the team says in part, quote, "We're truly saddened by the senseless act of violence that occurred outside of Union Station at the conclusion of today's parade and rally. Our hearts go out to the victims, their families, and all of Kansas City."
Everybody started running. There was screaming. We didn't know what was happening, but this day and age when people run, you run.
The police chief says the scene is safe and they're holding it as detectives investigate. She confirms they've recovered firearms but couldn't say how many or what kind. They're working to confirm reports some people tackled one of the shooters, and if that person is one of the 3 they have in custody, they're working to identify victims and notify their families as well. Kansas City radio station KKFI says one of its DJs, Lisa Lopez, died in the shooting. About those people speaking out, Patrick Mahomes, one of them, saying, "Pray for Kansas City tonight." Travis Kelce also tweeting, "I'm heartbroken. KC, you mean the world to me."